United fans, it's been 24 hours since the win against Liverpool. And I know you guys are over the moon.
Remarkable win.
Okay, remarkable win. You guys are over the moon, and we don't get the chance to, say it as it happens in the game. It's just because of emotions and everything. So, right now, let's discuss how it happened yesterday. What made it happen? Let's discuss. How do you feel about how you guys played yesterday?
Well, in this video, I want to discuss three things. You get it? I want to touch on three very important things. And these things are the reason why we are, we've been lagging behind over the years. Even though we've been winning big games. You understand? Yeah. Only won at Anfield. Do you understand? Even Michael Carrick won, I think, against Chelsea. So it's not like we've been lacking big wins. Yes, the Anfield own has been very long. We've not done it before. Do you understand? This is the first time in like 9 years that we are winning over there at Anfield. But this is the first thing I want to say concerning our performance yesterday. Now, I'm not talking about how we played. How we played, the setup, I think I'm going to give it to Amorim. You understand? He got a lot of bashing for the lineup. There were a lot of players we saw, and then we weren't cool with. Even in his post-match conference, he said it that he only followed his, instinct. You understand? He knew that there were kind of, situations that he feel the players were not the natural players to start, but he just understood the way he understood the game. He felt like these are the players that is going to give him the balance. Players like Maguire pairing delete. You don't see it often. Two of them are not complements. They are, like for like. And you don't put players like that together. But the way he saw the game, it went that way and he got the win. So thumbs up to him. But most importantly, Manchester United players and our technical crew, let us not make this Liverpool win the center of our season. Do you understand? Manchester United is used to making wins like this the center of their season. I remember under Oli, we won't really do anything substantial. You understand? But when we go over at City and win, and after that, what do? We start to make it look as if it is, all that there is to get in the season. No, we can achieve more. We can get more. You understand? We've beaten Liverpool. The players shouldn't be over the moon at all. We are not the first. Liverpool have lost to Palace. They've lost to Chelsea. They've lost to Galatasaray. You understand? We are the fourth team that is beating them. Do you understand? So we shouldn't make Liverpool the win and everything the center of our season at all. Let us try as much as we can to move away from it. We are getting Brighton next. You understand? We should make sure that we forget about this win. Forget about it totally. We are yet to achieve anything. You understand? In fact, the only thing that is the only positive we have currently is that we are still, close to top 4. We are out of the Carabao Cup. It's only the FA Cup and the Premier League. We have just one game in season. We understand, and we have the players to build on.
One game a week.
One game a week. Thank you. Then number 2 goes to Amorim. You understand? Amorim should learn to manage his substitutions. He accepted that he got it wrong. And I think I kind of, applaud Amorim during his presser. He admitted that subbing Ahmad was a mistake. You understand? I want to see that more from my manager. It was a mistake. You admit to it. He said the reason why he subbed Ahmad was because he was on a yellow card and Ahmad was upset. Because everybody can see that Ahmad was in the game. We could see it. He was in the game together with Mbuemo. He was complimenting Mbuemo in that wing and was giving Kekes a lot of trouble. All of a sudden, he's out of the game because of a yellow card that I feel like he can protect. But fine, the manager said that he has apologized to Ahmad and everybody can move on from here. And the win too is remarkable. Do you understand? Then thirdly, this one goes to Cunha. Do you understand? Cunha especially, we need to talk about Cunha. We need to talk about Bruno. And then we need to talk about Ruben Mainoo. These 3 players is the last thing I want to talk about. First, I'll start with Cunha. Now, a lot of people are starting to question Cunha in terms of actual goals and, goal contributions. Yes, yesterday, Cunha started as one of the 10s. You understand? The inside 10s.
10s or 9?
No, okay, 9. Sorry, my bad. He started as the 9. You understand? Then, over time, he came and played as one of the inside 10s when Sesko came in. Now, we agreed that Cunha was the reason why we were able to, calm some pressures down. He knows how to hang on the ball, run away from Liverpool pressure, run away from their markers, and then give us advantage. Do you understand? One of those examples was around the 97 minutes, I think 96 minutes thereabouts, where Liverpool was pressing. He got the ball, dribbled out of our area, and then he got the foul, and that was remarkable. Yes, but Cunha, I think that Cunha needs to learn. You understand? He needs to watch his own videos. See, Messi Mount has scored. Mbuemo has scored. Sesko has scored. Do you understand? If he's not careful, if he does not watch out, he's going to go barren for a very long time. The goals will not come until you stop thinking about the goals. Stop thinking about the goals. Stop playing for the goals. The goals will naturally come. When Mbuemo scored Liverpool, nobody saw it. He just made that run after falling down, and then the goal came. Cunha should stop forcing it. There was a chance I saw in that game. Bruno clearly passed the ball to him. He was not even properly, on his feet. And then he just threw the ball, and Messi Mount was already drifting inside the 18. If you had given that ball to Messi Mount would have given it back to him, and then, the goal would have happened. And then number 2, Bruno Fernandes. See, we talk about Bruno, and then he gives a 9-minute assist and we can no longer talk. Do you understand? But what if I kind of like Amorim because he analyzed the game without bias. He said if Cody Gakpo had scored those 2 goals that hit the bar, the narrative would have changed. You understand? Everything would have turned on his head. So I think that's fine for me. And this is the reason why I questioning both Amorim and Bruno. From 68 minutes, I rewatched the game again today. You understand? I rewatched the game again over and over. I saw that Bruno was no longer in that game from 68 minutes. 68 minutes down to the time that he left that pitch for Obinna, he was no longer there. Yes, he gave the final assist, and that's one of his quality. You understand? But what if that moment didn't come and Liverpool they equalized already? What if they scored because they hit the post again? Reason being that we couldn't control the game. Bruno on that pitch for close to extra 15 minutes was making us play Liverpool's game. Do you understand? We were playing, Liverpool was playing pressure. They were playing with high intensity. We were equally playing with high intensity. You want a point from the game. Where is your calmness? You kill the total intensity, trash it down, and then make it a quiet game. You are still taking runners, running at them, throwing passes and everything. No, Mainoo can walk. You understand? Mainoo will not become the player we want him to be by sitting on the bench. I am not a fan of the player forcing himself on the manager. Do you understand? But there are times where you by yourself as a fan, you know that no, this is getting too much. If you can throw a player like Ugarte into what is happening yesterday, then Kobe can go. It's not like Kobe hasn't played them before. Kobe has played them, and Kobe did very alright. So why not now? If Mainoo had entered that game yesterday, you understand? I believe that Cunha would have even been much better. We didn't have players to complement what Cunha was doing. Bruno was nowhere to be found. You understand? Somebody even said Bruno was thinking all over the pitch in the second half. And that's just the truth. Several passes. Do you know that the equalizer came from Bruno? Yes, it came from him. There was a ball he was supposed to clear, and they collected it, and then they returned it back inside the 18. It came from those actions. So we need to manage these situations. And then lastly, Amorim. If Amorim likes, let him use his own hand and destroy what he's building. We clearly don't have a left wing back. We don't have. Let us stop pretending. Dogu, Dalot, Do you know that the reason why you didn't bash Dalot too much was because Salah had a bad game? Salah had a bad day, like total bad day. Somebody said he had to cover the face of his child because of the way Salah and Dalot was playing. 2 of them were playing nonsense. Can cause malaria. He had to take his child away from there. Looking at that game yesterday, if you remove all the flesh from the game and you look at it from the skeletal position, I'm going to tell you that yes, we performed with grit, but most importantly, luck. Luck was a massive factor yesterday. And this was because we didn't control situations that we ought to control. That's just it.
All right, so let's talk about that Maguire and the lead selection. Do you think that Amorim selected them because of the area duels and maybe Isak coming on against both of them?
Well, what he said is what I will just follow. You understand? He said that the reason why he put the Leeds and Maguire together was because he wants a presence, he wants a lot of crowd in the box, not for area duels. On the area duel part, he said he does not want Man United to play to area duels because Liverpool are very strong in the area duels. That was why he kept Sesko on the bench. He wanted to give them something different. Do you understand? He wanted to give them something different. And Slot said that they had a negative set piece return yesterday. Meaning we had more set piece than them. And that was because we went play for set piece. We kept the ball on the ground, so they were fouling us more.
But the little you guys had, the little set piece Liverpool had,
yes,
you guys were able to win all the set pieces in your box, throwing it outside or nodding it out by Maguire or delete.
Well, that's not the case, because I think if I remember very well, there was one that hit the bar. You understand? And there was a poor clearance inside the box that led to Gakpo hitting the bar the second time. You understand? So it's not really centering around our area. Yes, of course. I think in fact the goal came from we having a man that can head the ball in Liverpool's box. So no doubt it was an advantage. But what I'm just saying is the whole idea of delete and Maguire, according to Amorim, was because he wanted men inside the box, and it clearly worked because you could see that Salah was suffocated, Isak was suffocated, Ekitike, when he went inside that place, he was suffocated. So that's just the idea behind, and the area duels too was it happened that we had an advantage because for all I think the first goal came from the first goal came from a field duel from Van Dijk and Kekes. Was it Kekes? Kekes and who? Okay, no, not Kekes. McAllister and Mbuemo. The whole collision there and everything, and then we got the goal. So, but all in all, I'm glad that Amorim followed his instinct, started players that we thought was a clear mistake, but then they turned out to be the perfect fit.
All right, so United fans, let's know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Let's know your thoughts, what you think about the game in the comment section below, and don't forget to follow us on all social media handles at Football Analysis 247, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next one.